Hello guys, welcome to Clarity for Sure, and I welcome you all to PIB SADHNA series, a noble initiative by Clarity for Sure, in which we discuss the daily PIB press releases in a very comprehensive manner by backlinking the news with its associated facts and figures or static component, which is very relevant for your exam point of view. So this is not just an initiative where we discuss simply the news; it's a power-packed dose for your preparation. Okay, so do keep a track of this particular initiative and be regular, okay, so that you can reap the benefits in this one session itself. So let's begin with today's session then. So in today's session, we'll be discussing some of the most important flagship initiatives of Government of India, okay, like which promotes MSME, like for example, the team initiative, okay. Then other flagship initiatives like Jal Jeevan mission, Swachh Bharat mission, Krishi Sinchai Yojana, okay, and certain schemes which promotes the MSME, the schemes that promotes green MSMEs, financial technical support to the MSMEs, the schemes which promote women MSMEs, okay, and also again schemes like PM Surya, then PM Janman, okay, SOAR initiative, PM Daksh. So some of the major flagship initiatives of Government of India will be discussed in this particular session. So PDF will be available in our official Telegram handle. Do follow this channel so as to get all the updates. Now let's begin with today's session where in today's session we will be actually discuss about the releases that were there on the 8th and 9th of March. Okay. So the first initiative is regarding the team initiative. Okay. So team, spice, ramp, all these are very important initiatives of Government of India related to the MSME. So this team stands for what? Trade Enablement and Marketing Initiative. Okay. It's a flagship sub-scheme under the World Bank supported RAMP scheme. What does RAMP stand for? Raising and Accelerating MSME Performance, which is a very important scheme for the MSMEs. Okay, so the team sub scheme, this was launched in June 2024 and it is being implemented by National Small Industries Corporation. Again, very important. The implementing body of any scheme becomes very important, right? So team is being implemented by National Small Industries Corporation. Now, what is the major mission or a major objective of the team initiative? Okay, the core mission is to integrate the micro and small enterprises into ONDC. That means what? Whatever small business are there, they will be scaled up. Okay, to involve them or to include them into a nationwide digital marketplace. Okay, to make them or to bring them into the digital marketplace, they will be connected onto the ONDC. Okay, so that is what is team. What are the key initiatives of, or you can say, what are the key features of the team initiative? Number one, the outlay 277 crore. Period of implementation is for 3 years, that is 2024 to 2027. What is the target? So Ministry of MSME have kept a target that they will be onboarding 5 lakh micro and small enterprises onto the ONDC platform in this 2024 to 2027. Out of this 5 lakhs, 50%, a minimum of 50% should be woman owned. Okay, a minimum of 50% MSMEs should be woman owned. Now, what is the financial assistance that is provided? So, financial assistance is provided in three, you can say, categories. Number one is in cataloging, number two in account management, number three is in logistics and transport. Okay, so this is a gist about the team initiative. The team initiative is a sub scheme of RAMP. RAMP is World Bank supported in a scheme of the Government of India under the Ministry of MSME. And under the team initiative, the outlay is 277 crore. The target is to onboard 5 lakh micro and small enterprises into the ONDC platform, out of which 50% has to be women MSMEs. And the financial assistance is provided in three stages, one in cataloging, account managing, and logistics and transport. Right. Next, we'll see about a very important authority. Okay, that is the Investor Education and Protection Fund, IEPFA. So this is a statutory body. When was it established? 2016. It comes under which ministry? Ministry of corporate affairs. Okay, so what is the primary mandate of Investor Education Protection Fund? That is, it is to ensure that the unclaimed dividends and the shares are returned to their rightful owners while promoting financial literacy across India. So, number one, this part, isn't it? Unclaimed dividends must be retained, the unclaimed dividends must be returned to their rightful owners. Number one initiative. Number two initiative is to promote financial literacy. So, accordingly, you can say what are the core functions of this particular body? That is refund of unclaimed assets. Number two, investor awareness. Number three, protection of the interest. Okay, so now that investor awareness is a major, or you can say a core function of the fund authority, so what are the awareness initiatives of this particular body? Okay, number one is the Niveshak Didi. Okay, number one, Niveshak Didi, which promotes financial literacy among women through a neighborhood friend model. Number two is the Niveshak Panchayat. Okay. And number three is the Saksham Niveshak. So these are the three awareness initiatives of the IEPFA. Now, now within this session, I'll be asking you two, three questions. Okay. And your job is to find out the answer, or if you know the answer, just try to mention it in the comment section. Okay. If you know, well and good. And if you don't know, find out the answer and answer it into the comment section. So the first question will be, name the portal which is associated with this unclaimed deposits, where a person can find their unclaimed deposits. Okay, so the portal of RBI which is associated with unclaimed deposits. So this is your first question. Now next, this is a GA question, Gyan Bharatam. Okay, a simple question may be, Gyan Bharatam is associated with which ministry? Then it will be Ministry of Culture. So it is actually an initiative or Government of India, okay, in order to preserve our Indian manuscripts. Okay, under this initiative, there will be survey registration of the manuscripts, there will be conservation, digitization, and ultimately it will be made available to the public. Okay, so this is to make the manuscripts a written memory. All right. Next is Abhilek Patal is related to which ministry? Again, Ministry of Culture. Then again, another GA question, if you see, this is Durga Puja of Kolkata. It has been inscribed onto UNESCO's representative list of the intangible cultural heritage of humanity in December 2021. Right. Again, another culture ministry, if you see, another news which is there. This is also important from GA perspective. That is National Culture Fund. Okay. So when was it established? In 1996. Under which ministry? Ministry of Culture. What is the function of this particular fund? It is to act as a bridge between the government and the private sector. Okay. So that they can directly fund the preservation of India's heritage. All right. Another GA topic is your Hornbill Festival is associated with which state? So that is your Nagaland. And the capital of Nagaland is Kohima, right? Next is NCEO L, that is Northeast Center for Oral Literature. Where is it located? It is located in Agartala. So here we are talking about, you see, this one, Naga tribes, right? The indigenous people, our indigenous manuscripts. So accordingly, we cannot fail to mention about the International Day of World's Indigenous People. So when is it celebrated? It is celebrated on August 9. Okay. For the year 2025-26, the theme is Indigenous People and AI Defending Rights and Shaping Futures. Indigenous People and AI Defending Rights and Futures. So this is the theme for 2025-26 for the International Day of World's Indigenous People. Next, another GA topic is your Lamiti 2026. So this is a biennial joint exercise which was held in Seychelles, and from India, Indian Armed Forces Assam Regiment, Indian Navy, and Indian Air Force. That is from Indian Navy INS Trikand, and from Air Force, that is C-130 aircraft, has participated in this biennial joint exercise Lamiti 2026. And 2026 is the 11th edition of this particular joint exercise. Okay. Next, if you see about Kuno National Park, so whenever you hear about Kuno National Park, you know that it belongs to what? MP. right? And why is this Kuno National Park in news recently so much? Because it was the primary site for India's cheetah reintroduction project, right? Okay. So another question, question number two. What is the rank of MP in terms of total forest cover according to the ISFR report? According to the latest ISFR report. Okay, this is your second question that you will have to answer in the comment section. What is the rank of MP in the total in respect of total forest cover? Okay. Let's move to another GA question, International Malaria Conference. And when we talk about malaria conference, what is malaria? It's a disease caused by which organism? What is the vector for malaria? These things should be in your fingertips. Okay. You know the vector is very easy. That is mosquitoes. But which organization, which organism causes malaria? That also you should know. Now, what is India's stand against malaria? You see that India aims to eliminate malaria by 2030 through the National Framework for Malaria Elimination, that is 2016 to 2030, and the National Strategic Plan, that is 2023 to 2027. We wish to eliminate, or we aim to eliminate malaria nationwide by 2030. When is the World Anemia Day celebrated? So, World Anemia Day is celebrated on April 25, and the focus is united against malaria. Okay, so these are some of the GA questions that we have discussed. Now we'll come to another very important topic, which is Jal Jeevan Mission. Okay, Jal Jeevan Mission, the flagship initiative of Government of India. When was it launched? So it was launched in August 2019, right? And what was the aim? The aim is Har Ghar Jal. So, Jal Jeevan Mission, it focuses on what? The Sustainable Goal 6.1. What does Sustainable Goal 6.1 say? That by 2030, we need to achieve what? Universal and equitable access to safe and affordable drinking water for all, right? And Jal Jeevan Mission aims to fulfill this particular SDG. Okay. Now then, how will be fulfilling this SDG? Okay, so in March 2026, we have shifted from Jal Jeevan Phase 1 to Jal Jeevan Phase 2. Okay, and along with the phase shift, our focus is also shifted. So earlier we were actually building the infrastructure for delivering water. Now, under the phase 2, what will happen? We'll ensure that water flows sustainably. This is the focus for Jal Jeevan Mission Phase 2, ensuring that water flows sustainably. Accordingly, what are our core objectives? Okay, number one, the primary goal remains ensuring every rural household has a functional tap connection. Then, what is the delivery? That is 55 liters per capita per day of potable water. That remains same, right? That remains same. Functional household tap connection, wherein they will be delivering 55 liters per capita per day of potable water. And this potable water should be of the prescribed quality, that is BS 10,500 standards, right? Apart from this, the shift is shifting the metric of success from infrastructure created to actual water delivered. So that is the difference in phase 2, that we'll not just create the infrastructure, rather we'll ensure that the water is being delivered. Okay, focus is given on water quality affected areas like the arsenic and fluoride affected areas or drought prone areas and the aspirational districts. These water quality affected areas were the focus in phase 1 as well, so that will be continued in phase 2 as well. Okay, now, what are the latest updates? Number one point, that Jal Jeevan Mission has been extended until December 2028. Number two point, the budget in allocation. So initially in phase 1, that is when it was launched in 2019, the phase 1 of Jal Jeevan Mission, the outlay was 3.6 lakh crore. Now, along with the increase, or you can say extension of the timeline, that is December 2028, even the budget has been increased to 8.69 lakh crore, right? That means almost close to 5 lakh crore has been increased. Now, what is the budget for 26-27? So, budget for 26-27 is 67,670 crores. Okay, and we have moved towards what? Utility based service delivery model. This is also important. What kind of model is being promoted under Jal Jeevan Mission? That is utility based service delivery model. Then current coverage, if you see, so 15.82 crore rural households, or you can say 81.7% households has tap water connection now. And if you say about 100% certified states, so Goa, Haryana, Punjab, Himachal Pradesh, Gujarat, and several union territories, they have reported 100% coverage under Jal Jeevan mission. Okay. Next is some of the key strategies and features. Sujalam Bharat framework, very, very important for this year. Okay, Sujalam Bharat framework, very, very important for this year. Why? Because using this framework, every village will be mapped for the water system. Okay, their water system, every village, mapping of every village will be done digitally. Okay, using this Sujalam Bharat framework. How? That is, the village will be assigned a unique Sujal Gao ID. Village will be assigned a unique Sujal Gao ID, and this ID will help in mapping the water system from the source to the tap connection. Okay. Next important point, that is your Pani Samitis, right? So this Jal Jeevan mission, the implementation, we know it is what community-based decentralized implementation, right? With the help of Pani Samitis, that is Village Water and Sanitation Committee. And one of the most important or unique feature of these Pani Samitis is that at least 50% of women participants should be included in the Pani Samitis. Okay. Next point is regarding the source sustainability. So Jal Jeevan mission is being converged with what MGNREGA and also Swachh Bharat mission, so that we can have what grey water management and water harvesting. Okay. And another very important point is that women as water quality leaders. So over 24 lakh women have been trained to use field test kits to test the water quality at the village level. So therefore you can say that Jal Jeevan mission is not just providing water, but it is also helping in what women empowerment. Okay, so you can link women empowerment with Jal Jeevan mission from these points. Okay. Next, if you talk about the technological interventions, so internet IoT based monitoring is there, real time sensors in villages to monitor the water flow, pressure, quality visible on the JJM dashboard. Okay, Aadhaar seeding, whatever connections are there, they are all Aadhaar seeded. Whatever assets are created under Jal Jeevan Mission, all are geotagged. Okay. So this is one thing. Next is your digital monitoring. How digital monitoring is done? Uh, Through this district level dashboards, Gram Panchayat dashboards, okay? And administrative mechanism, district collectors, Pejal Samvad, okay? Regular meetings are being taken up. So Pejal Samvad is something that is done to check regularly, okay? The implementation or the stage of implementation, and also there is national wash experts. So this is about your Jal Jeevan mission, and we have seen what the Jal Jeevan mission has been integrated with Swachh Bharat mission as well, right? So if you see about the Swachh Bharat mission phase 1, when was it launched? It was launched on 2nd of October 2014, and it is a centrally sponsored scheme. So in phase 1, our focus was to make India open defecation free by 2nd of October 2019. Okay, that is how they were provided with the households, rural households were provided with toilets. So by providing toilet, open defecation free was prevented. Okay, and we achieved this open defecation free status well in the timeline. Okay, then what happened in phase 2 in 2020, phase 2 was launched. Okay, wherein what did we do is that we shifted our focus from building individual toilets to Sampurna Swachhata, or the complete cleanliness, right? So accordingly, in the phase 2, what was our focus areas? Number 1, ODF sustainability. Number 2, solid waste management. Number 3, liquid waste management. Number 4, achieving ODF plus model villages. And number 5 is about ensuring visual cleanliness in villages. Okay. So accordingly, in order to go for this focus areas, we have 3 categories of ODF plus villages. Okay, 3 categories depending upon the stage of these focus areas. Okay, we have ODF plus villages. Number 1 is ODF plus aspiring, wherein ODF, they will have to, the villages have to maintain the ODF status. Along with it, what they will do is that they must have either solid or liquid waste management facilities. Okay, that is ODF plus aspiring. Then such kind of villages will be considered as ODF plus aspiring. Villages which maintains or sustains their ODF status, along with it, they have facilities for both solid and waste, liquid waste management, then they will be considered as ODF plus rising. And what is ODF plus model? That means the villages will obviously have ODF status. They will have solid liquid waste management. Plus, they will have visual cleanliness and active IC activities. Okay, then such kind of villages will be considered as ODF plus. Okay, yeah. So in order to ensure that every villages graduate into this model certification, ODF plus model certification, Swachh Bharat mission has been extended up to 2026-27. Okay, and this 26-27 will be the last year of transition, wherein the villages will be graduated into model certification. Okay, now for budget 2026-27, what is the budget for Swachh Bharat Mission Gramin? That is 7,192. Okay, another important thing is SNA Sparsh. A simple question maybe, SNA Sparsh is related to which scheme? Then our answer should be Swachh Bharat Mission Gramin. It's a just-in-time fund release. Okay, SNA Sparsh is just-in-time fund release, which will prevent what fund idling and ensure transparency. Okay, whenever we need, the fund will be released just in time. Okay, so these are the strategic components of Swachh Bharat Mission Phase 2, Govardhan Initiative, okay, grey water management, plastic waste management, and fecal sludge management. Okay, so that was about Swachh Bharat Mission Gramin. Now then, you see some of the important initiatives under uh, Jal Jeevan Mission. Okay, now we have already seen that Jal Jeevan Mission is being implemented in a decentralized community-led model, okay, or community-led manner with the help of Mani Samitis, right? And 50% of which members should be what? Women, right? Pani Samiti must have at least 50% women members. Then the Har Ghar Jal certification, we have seen that there are certain states like Goa, Haryana, and certain union territories who have achieved 100% um, Har Ghar Jal status, right? 100% certified as Har Ghar Jal. So for the certification, okay, for that Har Ghar Jal certification, the community itself must verify through a transparent multi-step process. So what is that process? First, there has to be departmental completion. Second, Gram Sabha resolution. Third, there has to be digital verification. Only then, once the community themselves verifies through these three processes, okay, then only the particular village will be considered as Har Ghar Jal. Okay. The next initiative, if you see, if you see about the financial ownership and resource dovetailing of Jal Jeevan Mission, okay, so that in order to ensure community values the infrastructure, they're required to contribute financially to the capital cost of in-village works. So this is a unique initiative of Jal Jeevan Mission where the community has to invest in the infrastructure. Okay, why? So that they have a sense of ownership. Okay, and when people have a sense of ownership, they automatically maintain the assets well. So with that principle in mind, the community has to contribute 5%. Okay, this is for northeastern states, hilly states, water stressed regions, and those villages which have more than 50% SC/ST population. For all the other rural villages, the community has to contribute 10%. Okay, next, if you see village action plans, okay, village action plans, uh, these village action plans actually dovetail the resources from the various funds to ensure that there is long-term water security in the village. Okay, they will be actually combining the resources. Okay, they will be clubbing the resources from the various funds like 15th Finance Commission, MGNREGA, Swachh Bharat Mission Gramin, District Mineral Development Fund, CSR funds, so that whatever assets are created, it will lead to long-term water security in the village. Okay, so that is what is done under village action plans, clubbing of resources to ensure what long-term water security. Okay, next is skilling the community. So that is Nal Jal Mitra, again a unique initiative of Jal Jeevan Mission, wherein the goal is to create a pool of Nal Jal Mitras in every village. And who will be these Nal Jal Mitras? These are skilled locals trained as masons, plumbers, electricians, pump operators who will handle the maintenance and repair works. Okay, ensuring that the piped water scheme does not remain idle due to small technical snag. So that is again from the community itself, the repair maintenance works will be done. Okay. Long term operation and maintenance policy, if you see, so how this operation and maintenance will be done using the user charges. Okay, collecting nominal fees from households to cover electricity and minor repair cost. Number two is energy financing. Okay, dedicated funds to pay the power required to run water pumps. And number three is water quality surveillance using field test kits. We have seen that women, they have been trained to use this field test kits in order to check the water quality, right? So these are the initiatives which are there under Jal Jeevan mission to ensure that uh, we have what water security. The villages have water security. Okay. So you see these points which we have discussed, these last points, starting from this Pani Samiti, Har Ghar Jal certification, then Nal Jal Mitra, village action plan. Okay, these are very, very important, and this can be important if it is asked in the descriptive also. Okay, as a descriptive question. So next, let us move to another flagship scheme of Government of India, which is Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana. Okay, let's see about the most important points from Krishi Sinchai Yojana. Number one point is what? When was it released? In 2015. What is the tagline or what is the aim of it? It is to achieve Har Khet Ko Pani and more crop per drop. Okay. Then, what are the core objectives of this Krishi Sinchai Yojana? Number one, assured irrigation. Okay, to expand the cultivated area with assured irrigation to reduce the dependence on monsoon. Because we know close to 51% of the cultivated area in India is what? Rain fed, isn't it? So that we have assured irrigation and our dependence on this rain reduces. That is why this Krishi Sinchai Yojana was launched. Okay. The second objective is water use efficiency, to improve on-farm water use efficiency so that wastage is being reduced. Okay. Then third objective is sustainable conservation, like the use of precision agriculture, precision irrigation and water harvesting will help in sustainability, right? Then aquifer recharge, right? This is also another objective of Krishi Sinchai Yojana. So these are the four core objectives of Krishi Sinchai Yojana. Now that we have seen the objectives, so what will be the components? You see, number one is accelerated irrigation benefit program, right? So this accelerated irrigation benefit program, this was launched to accelerate the completion of the major and medium irrigation projects, and it comes under Ministry of Jal Shakti, right? Second component is Har Khet Ko Pani. So this under this Har Khet Ko Pani, minor irrigation is being promoted. Okay, there will be rejuvenation of water bodies and command area development. Even this component comes under Ministry of Jal Shakti. Another component is what? It is PDMC, that is per drop more crop, which promotes micro irrigation technologies like the drip and sprinkler. Okay, and this component comes under Ministry of Agriculture. Now, third question, PDMC has been included under which scheme? It has been removed from PMKSY and it has been included into which scheme of Ministry of Agriculture? That is the third question for you. Okay. The fourth component, or you can say currently it is the third component for Krishi Sinchai Yojana, watershed development. So under which soil and water conservation works are being taken up, groundwater recharge is done, and it prevents what runoff. It comes under Ministry of Rural Development, that is Department of Land Resources. Okay. Now, this is the most important part that you need to pay attention to. Special provisions for drought-prone areas. Okay. Under Krishi Sinchai Yojana, which is being implemented from the year 2021 to 2026, there are special provisions for the regions which face drought. Okay, for the drought-prone regions, water-scarce drought-prone regions, there is a special provision. What is the special provision? The special provision is provided in two ways. Number one, in terms of eligibility. Projects, any project which has to be included under AIBP, they must have 50% physical progress. Okay, but for drought prone areas, this 50% has been relaxed. Okay, so those areas which have more than 50% command area under drought prone region, then for them this 50% physical progress limit has been removed. Okay, so they will be included under AIBP even if physical progress is not 50%. Okay, so number one point, that is one relaxation or special provision. Number two special provision for drought prone areas is the revised funding pattern. For the general category states, the funding pattern is 25 is to 75. Okay, this much fund sharing is there between center and state. But for regions who are affected by drought, the funding pattern is 60-40. Okay, 60% center and 40% state. Okay, so this is about the special provisions for drought prone areas under Krishi Sinchai Yojana. Now let us talk about the schemes which promotes MSME. Okay, Government of India initiatives which promotes MSME. The first point is schemes which support green MSMEs. Which support green MSMEs, sustainable MSMEs. Okay, number one initiative is your MSME sustainable ZED component, that is zero effect, zero defect component, which is a part of Champions scheme. Okay, it's a part of Champion scheme. So ZED component or the ZED MSME sustainable component is a part of Champion scheme, which promotes environmentally responsible manufacturing practices among the MSMEs. Second is your competitive lean component. This is also a part of MSME champion scheme. But what is the focus for this competitive lean? That is, it improves the productivity, efficiency, and resource optimization in the MSMEs. Both this ZED component and lean component both are part of champions scheme of MSME, but sustainable ZED, it promotes environmentally responsible manufacturing practices, and competitive lean, what it does, it improves the productivity, efficiency, and resource optimization in the MSMEs. Okay. The third initiative which supports the green MSMEs is your GIFT, and the fourth one is SPICE. Okay. So GIFT initiative, if you see, what does GIFT stands for? Green Investment and Financing for Transformation. Okay, GIFT stands for Green Investment and Financing for Transformation scheme. So under this particular scheme, what will be done? Green and efficient technologies will be adopted. Okay, it supports those MSMEs which adopts the green and efficient, energy efficient technologies. Somewhat similar to zero defect, zero effect, but still it's different. Okay. Next, since it will promote MSMEs which adopt green technologies, how it will promote? That is by providing 2% interest subvention. Okay, 2% interest subvention for micro and small enterprises that adopt green technologies. Okay, so that is the gift scheme for you. Another one is your SPICE scheme. So what first point is that what is SPICE? SPICE stands for Scheme for Promotion and Investment in Circular Economy. So what it does, it promotes circular economy practices among MSMEs. Okay, so how it will promote circular economy? That is, it is going to provide 25% capital subsidy to the micro and small enterprises which adopt circular economy practices. Okay, so if it is asked what are the key initiatives of Government of India to promote green MSMEs, one is your ZED component, MSME ZED component or ZED sustainable component, so which is a part of Champion scheme. And what it does, it actually promotes environmentally responsible manufacturing practices. Number two is your lean scheme or lean component. What it does, it increases the productivity, efficiency, and resource optimization of the MSMEs. Third is your gift scheme, which provides 2% interest subvention. Okay, gift scheme provides 2% interest subvention to those micro and small enterprises which adopts green technologies. Number four is your SPICE scheme. So what does SPICE do? It provides 25% capital subsidy to those MSMEs which adopt circular economy practices. Okay, easy. Okay, next let's move to financial and technical support to MSME. What are the, if it is asked that what are the initiatives of Government of India? Okay, what are the financial and technical initiatives of Government of India to promote the MSMEs? Okay, then what you will write? Number one is the consultancy support. So for the ZED certified MSMEs, consultancy support is what up to rupees 2 lakhs per unit. Okay, consultancy support of rupees 2 lakhs per unit is being provided for the ZED certified MSMEs. Okay, number one, technical support. Number two technical support is what? Technology upgradation support. That is up to rupees 3 lakhs financial support is provided for technology upgradation so that the MSMEs can adopt green practices. Okay. So this is your technology upgradation. Number 2 point. Another one is your Aditi scheme by the Bureau of Energy and Energy Efficiency. So what happens in Aditi scheme? That the MSMEs are assisted in adopting energy efficient technologies and reducing the energy consumption. Okay, under the Aditi scheme by BEE, that is Bureau of Energy Efficiency, the MSMEs are encouraged to adopt energy efficient technologies so that their energy consumption is reduced. Okay, for that, 3 to 5% interest subvention is provided for adoption of what? Energy efficient technologies. Okay, so this is the financial support to the MSMEs. Next, if you see another financial support to the MSMEs is a credit guarantee scheme for micro and small enterprises. Okay, so if you see about this credit guarantee scheme for micro and small enterprises is provided through this credit guarantee trust for micro and small enterprises, CGT MSE. What is the objective? The objective of this particular thing is to provide enable collateral free loans to MSEs by providing credit guarantees to the member lending institutions. Member lending institutions may be banks, okay, like commercial banks, scheduled commercial banks, and all those things. They will be providing loans to the what, or they will be providing credit to the MSMEs, and this CGT MSE will be providing guarantees to those banks who are providing loans to the MSEs. Okay, why? Because MSE needs credit, isn't it? MSE needs credit, and they are risky ventures. So usually, what happens that the lending institutions, they do not want to lend to these risky enterprises, right? Risky small enterprises. So therefore, what? If credit guarantee is provided by Government of India to the banks, then they will be happily lending them. So therefore, so that the member lending institutions or the banks and all these things, they can readily provide credit to the MSE. Okay. Therefore, this CGT MSE will provide credit guarantee to the member lending institutions. Okay. So loans provided without collateral security or third party guarantee, that means the banks and NBFCs or the lending institutions, when they provide loans to the MSEs, that is micro and small enterprises, they will not be collecting collateral security or third party guarantees. Okay. Enhanced credit coverage for women led enterprises. So if the micro and small enterprises are led by women, then what will happen? That credit guarantee coverage will be extended. How you see? For the general loans, it is 75. For the general MSE loans, the credit guarantee coverage is 75. For the women-led MSMEs, the credit guarantee is 90%. Plus, there is also 10% relaxation in the guarantee fee for the women entrepreneurs. Okay, so this is your second, or I think third financial support to the MSMEs. Next, another thing is your PM Vishwakarma scheme. You know that PM Vishwakarma scheme actually promotes what? The artisans, our traditional artisans and craftsmen which are there in the country. So as to bring them into the global supply chain. Okay, this particular scheme provides all the facilities to the artisans and craftsmen, and 18 trades are supported under this particular scheme, right? So what are the core objectives? You see, number one, recognition. PM Vishwakarma certificates and ID cards are provided under this particular scheme. Number two, skill upgradation, basic and advanced skill is provided to the artisans. Number three is financial inclusion. Okay, credit is provided at subsidized rate, collateral free credit is provided at subsidized rates. Then market linkages. Obviously, this is one of the most important part where the artisans are connected to the national and global value chain. Okay. Now, when we talk about PM Vishwakarma, there are the six pillar support system. Okay, what are these six pillar support system? Number one, recognition. I already told you that PM Vishwakarma certificate and digital ID card will be provided. Number two is skilling. So skilling, number one is a basic training for 5 to 7 days or 40 hours is provided, okay, with a rupees 500 per day stipend. And after completion of this basic training, And there is also a system, or there is also a facility for advanced training of 15 days or 120 hours. Okay, who want, for those artisans who wants to deepen their expertise, who wants to leverage more, right? So therefore, this advanced training is there for 15 days or 120 hours. Number third pillar is your toolkit incentive. That is, a grant of rupees 15,000 is provided in the form of e-vouchers or e-rupee after the basic training to purchase modern tools. Okay, so this 15,000 is not in the form of cash, it is in the form of e-vouchers or e-rupee. Okay, and it is given only after the basic training is completed by the artisan, right? Number fourth pillar is regarding the credit support. So if we talk about what is the credit support, that loans are provided to the artisans in two trenches. Number one trench, the loans of rupees 1 lakh, and the repayment period is what? It is 18 months. Okay. So the loan tenure is 18 months. Trench two, that loans of rupees 2 lakhs is provided for a period of 30 months. So tenure of this 2 lakh is what? It is 30 months. Interest rate is fixed at 5%. Okay, and this is highly subsidized because 8% government subvention is there. Okay, so therefore these are the credit support which is provided. Number fifth pillar is the digital incentive. That means whenever there will be digital transactions, they will be incentivized, the artisans will be incentivized. Rupees 1 per transactions up to 100 transactions per month. That means what? Rupees 100 per month incentive will be provided, right? Maximum rupees 100 per month incentive will be provided to encourage digital adoption. And number six is your marketing support, that is quality certification, branding, and onboarding onto the platforms like GEM and ONDC will be there. Okay. Next, we'll talk about the eligibility criteria. Okay. Next is the eligibility criteria for PM Vishwakarma. So if you see, the target group is what? Self-employed artisans in the unorganized sector working with hands and tools. Okay, number one criteria, self-employed artisans working with hands and tools in the unorganized sector. Number two, 18 traditional trades, they are targeted, right? Number three, the family, if you see, age and family. So the artisans must be minimum 18 months, 18 years old. Okay, artisans have to be 18 years old, and the benefit is restricted to one member per family. Only one artisan per family will be selected for availing the benefit under PM Vishwakarma scheme. Exclusions: government employees and families are ineligible. Applicants must not have taken similar self employment loans in the last 5 years. Again, this part is important, last 5 years. If they have taken some 10 years ago or something, then it doesn't matter. But in the last 5 years, they should not have taken any self employment loans. So, this is about your PM Vishwakarma. Okay. Next, again, another important scheme is your Spurti scheme. Okay. So Spurti scheme, it mainly focuses on cluster-based development of traditional industries. In PM Vishwakarma, we have seen about the traditional artisans. In Spurti, this is about the traditional industries in a cluster-based development. Okay. So what are the things that are being done, or what are the interventions that are being carried out under Spurti? Number one, capacity building and training. Okay, so training and development activities includes digital marketing related training, cluster based capacity building interventions. These are the capacity building which is done. And soft interventions like general awareness, counseling, motivation, skill development, digitization, training models, all these things are also done. Okay, next, if you see about the e-com support under Spurti, so artisans are facilitated for onboarding onto e-commerce platforms. Under Spurti, artisans will be onboarded into e-commerce platforms. And this is implemented through the concerned nodal agencies. Okay. So these are all the initiatives that Government of India has taken to provide financial support and technical support to the MSMEs. Next are the group of initiatives which the government has taken to promote women in MSMEs. Okay, to promote women in MSMEs. So, which are the initiatives which are there? Number one, And the most important part is the procurement, public procurement. Okay, procurement for this CPSEs, ministries, departments. So they have been mandated to procure at least 3% of their annual purchases from the women entrepreneurs. Okay, now the fourth question for you is, what is the minimum procurement target for these CPSE ministries and departments from tribal group? For a woman, it is 3%. For tribal group, what is the target? Okay, you have to answer it into the comment section. Now let us talk about the Government of India measures to promote women in MSMEs. Number one is PMEGP, you know, right? Under PMEGP, if you see, the subsidy which is provided for women and special category, 35%, and for the others non-special category, it is what, 25%, right? So under PMEGP, what is done? Credit link subsidy is provided for the establishment of micro enterprises in the non-farm sector, right? If it is woman, then higher subsidy, 35% is provided. Okay. Next, skill upgradation and Mahila Koir Yojana. You know that Koir Vikas Yojana is an initiative of the Ministry of what? Ministry of MSME. So under this particular Koir Vikas Yojana, Mahila Koir Yojana is there, which supports the skill development of women artisans in the Koir sector. Okay. Then procurement and marketing support. So those women entrepreneurs who participate in trade fairs, they receive higher financial support. Okay, for the women entrepreneurs participating in trade fairs, 100% subsidy is provided, and other entrepreneurs, they are supported with only 80% subsidy. Okay. Then again, we have seen only about PM Vishwakarma, and in that PM Vishwakarma, even women artisans are included, okay, as beneficiaries. Another important thing is a Yashasvini campaign. So Yashasvini campaign was initiated in order to create awareness about the MSME schemes, particularly for the women entrepreneurs. Okay, under this campaign, continuous handholding support was provided, capacity building was also done. Okay, so these are the initiatives which are there for the women MSMEs. Okay, so then we have done about the initiatives of Government of India which supports MSME growth in India. Okay, number one we have seen for green MSMEs, number two we have seen financial support, number three we have seen technical support, and number four for the support to the women MSMEs, right? So this is a very comprehensive, you can write in a very comprehensive manner. If it is asked in the descriptive, you can write it from this session only, you can write in a very good answer related to the MSMEs, right? Let's move to the next flagship scheme of Government of India, which is your PM Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana. So first, whenever you study any scheme, what are the things that you should know? Number one, the implementing ministry or the implementing agency or the implementing body. Number two, the year of implementation, the year of launch, the objective of the scheme, the target of the scheme, the financial outlay, and the components or the initiatives under it, right? So accordingly, let us see. Number one, implementing ministry is Ministry of New and Renewable Energy, right? When was it launched? February 2024. What are the objectives? Number one, that it promotes rooftop solar installations in residential households. What will happen if residential households start having rooftop solar installations? There will be reduced electricity expenses for the households. It will increase the renewable energy generation. It will support India's clean energy transition, right? So these are the automatically this becomes the objective of Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana. Okay, just try to remember that Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana means rooftop solar installations in the residential sector. In the houses, there will be rooftop solar installations. What will happen if there will be rooftop installations in the household? There will be electricity expenses for the households will be saved, right? Number one point. Number two point, that it will increase the share of renewable energy, or it will increase the generation of renewable energy. What will happen if renewable energy generation increases? Automatically, India's clean energy transition or the target that we have for clean energy generation will automatically be supported and it will increase, right? So those are the objectives of this PM Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana. What is the target? The target is rooftop solar installation in 1 crore households. Okay, and the target period is by the financial year 2026-27. What is the outlay of the scheme? 75,021 crore. Okay. Next is, what are the steps taken by the government to simplify the rooftop solar installations? Several measures have been taken by Government of India to simplify the rooftop solar adoption. Number one, that entire process is being conducted online. Okay, and the subsidy is directly credited into the bank account. So that is direct benefit transfer is done, right? Collateral free loans are available, okay, which is provided at concessional rate of interest, and the tenure of such loans are what? 10 years, right? Then there is another, this Jan Samarth portal integration, which has been integrated with the national portal, which will enable the online application and approval, right? So that is another point. So next, if you see, yeah, I think this is clear about PM Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana, that loan process is completely online, okay, and Jan Samarth portal has been integrated with the national portal. And also direct benefit transfer. The subsidy is directly transferred into the bank account of the consumer. And another thing is what? That collateral free loans are provided, okay, or it is available in the nationalized bank at a concessional rate of interest whose tenure is what? Up to 10 years. So this is roughly about your PM Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana. Then this is another thing, India Energy Stack. What is this India Energy Stack? It's a digital blueprint for the power sector. Okay, it's a digital blueprint for the power sector. The main purpose is to ensure that different parts of the power sector can connect and communicate securely through the standard protocols. Okay. So from there, you can just to see this important part, that implementation of this India Energy Stack. Distribution utilities, in which of the states it has been identified for pilot implementation of this India Energy Stack, which states have been implemented, which states have been selected for pilot implementation? Number one, Delhi. Number two, Gujarat. Number three, Andhra Pradesh. Number four, UP. Number five is Mumbai. Okay. And the demonstration planned in the financial year 26, 27. Total allocation for the energy stack is 51.3 crores, and out of this 3.88 has been released. So just try to remember the states for pilot implementation and the total allocation and the demonstration year. Okay, this is all that you have to remember from this energy stack. So next is this National Highways Green Cover Index. Okay, another index, National Highway Green Cover Index. So if you talk about this index, what it does, it provides a scientific and quantitative assessment of plantations and green cover along the national highways. Okay, what does this index provide? Plantations and green cover along the national highway, उसका एक assessment provide करती है this particular index. ठीक है? So how it is measured? Number one, the plantation and green cover is expressed in a percentage value. Okay, it is expressed in a percentage value representing the proportion of land covered by the green vegetation. Okay, so this measurement unit is calculated per unit of national per kilometer of national highway, and it covers the right of way on both sides of the highway. In terms of percentage, the green cover will be expressed. Okay, like 10% has been covered, 20% has been covered in this way per kilometer of the national highway. So just you have to remember that National Highway Green Cover Index, what it does, it measures this plantation and green cover along the national highway in terms of what percentage. Okay. And this report has been prepared through collaboration between National Highway Authority of India and National Remote Sensing Center. Okay, this is again another thing. Next is your Skill India mission. You know that in 2025, Skill India mission has completed a decade, right? So accordingly, we'll see about Skill India Digital Hub. When was this Skill India Digital Hub launched? So it was launched in September 2023, and you know that it is the digital public infrastructure for the Ministry of Skill Development, right? Just like we have AgriStack and all those things, similarly, this is the digital public infrastructure for the Ministry of Skill Development. Okay. And as of 2026, it has become the one-stop shop for all skilling, apprenticeship, and employment needs in India. If you see about SIDH, what are the Features. Number one, digitally verified credentials. Number two, personalized digital CV. Number three, Aadhaar based eKYC. Number four, AI enabled recommendations. And number five is LMS enabled learning. So just try to have an idea what are the core features. Okay. They may not ask, but just try to have an idea. Then again, another very important scheme which is related to Ministry of Tribal Affairs, and you know that Ministry of Tribal Affairs is very much related to, the initiatives of tribal affairs is very much on in focus for NABARD, right? So therefore, this scheme is important for NABARD. That is PM जनजाति आदिवासी न्याय महाअभियान. ठीक है, कब लॉन्च हुआ था? मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ ट्राइबल अफेयर्स हैज लॉन्च्ड पीएम जनमन in the year 2024. So what is the aim of PM Janman? It is to improve the socio-economic conditions of the PVTGs. Okay, so this is the most important part. You have to know that PM Janman, they mainly talk about only the PVTGs. Okay, socio-economic condition of only the PVTGs. So in India, how many PVTGs are there? How many recognized PVTGs are there? This is question number 5. In India, how many recognized PVTGs are there? That is question number 5. And along with that, you should also know what are the criteria to identify these PVTGs. Okay, that is also very important. Now, if you talk about the objective of PM Janman Yojana, so it is basically to provide, as we've seen in the objective, na, it will be this scheme will be providing what, or improving the economic, socio-economic conditions of the PVTGs. So accordingly, what will be the objective? That is to provide the basic infrastructure and livelihood opportunities to the PVTG community. So how they will be providing this thing? That is by providing safe housing, by providing clean drinking water, by providing access to education, health and nutrition services, road connectivity, telecom connectivity, electrification, livelihood opportunities. By these measures, they will be providing the social, they will be improving the socio-economic condition of the PVTGs. Okay. So if you see that under this PM Janman, the skill and entrepreneurship component which is there under PM Janman, this is being implemented through two autonomous institutions of MSDE. One is your NISBAT, number two is your Indian Institute of Entrepreneurship. These institutions work in collaboration with TriFed, right? With TriFed. So that is about your PM Janman. Next, question number 6 is, which scheme of Ministry of Tribal Affairs provides which scheme of Ministry of Tribal Affairs provides holistic support to the MSME? To the tribes. Okay, for all the tribes. Which scheme? So try to find out. Okay, try to find out all the schemes of Ministry of MSME and try to find out which scheme of MSME, which scheme of Tribal Affairs provides holistic support to the tribes. Okay, so we have seen that Janjati, PM Janjatiya Adivasi Mahaabhiyan, it provides support to the PVTGs. But then such kind of scheme is also there for other tribes. So which is that scheme? Right. Next, let us talk about the SWORD initiative. Okay, SWORD initiative, that is skilling for AI readiness. Now, since AI is in the trend, so this Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, they have taken some special steps so as to skill or to make the youth ready for AI. Okay, AI readiness, to make the youth more inclined, or you can say ready to adopt AI. Okay, so what are the objective of this SWORD initiative? To build the foundational awareness and readiness in AI, that is artificial intelligence. So this is a scheme for the learners, for the educators, as well as for the citizens. Okay, so that they have foundational awareness and readiness in artificial intelligence. So under this particular initiative, AI literacy, employability, digital inclusion will be promoted. Okay. Then what is the mode of delivery? So this AI readiness will be delivered through, or this program will be delivered through online self-paced course. Okay. Which will be hosted on the SIDH that we have seen just in this. We have talked about SIDH, isn't it? So in this SIDH only, the courses will be available for SOL. Next is it's a fully digital model. Okay, there are no physical training centers. This whole thing is a fully digital model. Now, under the phase one of SOAR, you can say there are four foundational courses to be launched: AI to be aware, AI to aspire, AI to acquire, and AI for educators. Similarly, in the phase two, if you see, there are 50 AI and AI application courses have been approved and 35 courses as micro credentials. Okay. So these courses are aligned with the NSQF and they're integrated with the National Credit Framework. Okay, the courses will be delivered through NCVET. So these three things you have to remember: NCVET, NSQF, and National Credit Framework. So, and also what the curriculum for this skilling for AI readiness, it has been developed with collaboration from Confederation of Indian Industry and NASCOM. Okay. Next, if we see inclusivity focus, that is what women has been included. Okay, the special focus will be given on what, or special emphasis for SOAR initiative will be given to women, unorganized sector workers, person with disabilities, rural and underserved regions. So these are our focal you can say beneficiaries for SOAR initiative, right? Next, if you see about PM Setu, so this is basically to upgrade the ITS, right? So ITIs, they provide what? Vocational education and training, right? And in order to modernize these ITIs, PM Setu scheme has been launched. So what is the core goal? It is to improve quality, relevance, and employability outcomes of the vocational training. Okay. So what are the components under PM Setu? Number one component is upgradation of government ITIs. That is 1000 government ITIs will be upgraded in a hub and spoke model, right? 1000 ITIs will be upgraded in a hub and spoke model. And component two is capacity augmentation of the NSTIs. What do you understand by NSTI? National Skill Training Institutes. Okay, so five national skill training institutes which are located in Bhubaneswar, Chennai, Hyderabad, Kanpur, Ludhiana. Okay, so these five national skill trainings will be upgraded. So these are the two components under PM Setu. Okay, so as to improve the vocational education and training in India. Okay. Establishment also, what are the other key features? Number one, establishment of sector specific national centers of excellence, focus on advanced training of trainers, and global industry partnership. Okay. So all ITI trainees will receive mandatory employability skills training of 120 hours. Okay. So the models will include entrepreneurship, financial literacy, digital literacy, and career guidance. Done. So that is about PM Setu. You just have to remember, in case of PM Setu, you have to remember the two components and the five NSTI. Okay. Right. Next is our PM Daksh. Okay. Dakshata or Kushalata Sampanna Hitgrahi Yojana. So if you talk about PM Daksh, it comes under which ministry? It comes under Ministry of Social Justice and Employment. Right. Sorry, Empowerment. And it is a central sector scheme. Okay. Then, if you talk about this PM Daksh, what are the key objectives of PM Daksh? Economic empowerment, competency enhancement, reducing subsidy dependence. Okay, that is, this particular scheme, PM Daksh, will help in, you see this one. Critical update for 2026 is further upgradation or further integration of PM Daksh with the Skill India Digital Hub. So we'll go for economic empowerment, we'll go for competency enhancement, we'll go for reducing the subsidy dependence. How? By skilling, right? By skilling the beneficiaries, by skilling the youth. So therefore, in 2026, PM Daksh has been integrated with SIDH. Okay, and the evaluation results show that over 90% satisfaction and beneficiary satisfaction regarding career alignment. So Dakshata or Kushalata Sampanna Hitgrahi, this is regarding a skilling initiative. It's a skilling initiative for whom? For the marginalized communities. For the marginalized communities, right? By skilling, their economic empowerment will be ensured. Okay. So who are the target beneficiaries and what is the eligibility? Number one point is the age criteria for the beneficiaries is 18 to 45 years. And who are the target beneficiaries? So target beneficiaries are from the marginalized groups of, you can say, scheduled caste, Safai Karmacharis, including the waste pickers, DNTs, OBCs, and EWS. But for the scheduled caste, Safai Karmachari and DNT, there is no income limit. But for OBCs, family income limit is less than 3 lakhs. And for the EWS also, family income limit is what? Less than 3 lakhs. Okay, so this is the eligibility criteria. Then if you see, as we were talking about, PM Daksh is regarding skilling. So what are the training components? Okay, first thing that the training is provided free of cost. Okay, first is that the training is provided free of cost. And what are the training components? Number one, upskilling or recognition of prior learning. Number two, short-term training. Number three is entrepreneurship development programs. And number four is your long-term training. Okay. Then let us talk about the latest updates. Okay, latest updates, mandatory employment linkage. So we have seen just now, isn't it, that PM Daksh has been integrated with SIDH. So why they have been integrated with SIDH? So that there is employment training is provided, so that mandatory employment training is provided. Okay, so the training institutes will ensure placement for at least 70% of the batch, just like we have in Kaushal Vikas Yojana. Up to third part or the third phase of Kaushal Vikas Yojana, there was mandatory placement. Similarly, under PM Daksh also now this mandatory placement has been introduced. Okay, and for that we have seen SIDH ke saath bhi they have integrated. Okay, next, integration with PM Vishwakarma. Okay, and you see here that the scheme PM Daksh now overlaps with PM Vishwakarma scheme so as to provide advanced toolkit to artisans who complete the PM Daksh RPL module. So there is PM Daksh RPL module. Any artisan who completes this will be provided with advanced toolkit. The third update is regarding PM Daksh DEPWD portal. So this is basically for what person with disabilities, right? Who are the implementation agencies in case of PM Daksh? That is NSFDC, NBC-FDC, and NSK-FDC. So this NSFDC is for the scheduled caste, NBC-FDC is for the backward classes, and NSK-FDC is for what? It is for the Safai Karmacharis. Okay. Now, there are again different initiatives that the government of India has launched for rural tourism development. Okay, so what are the major schemes which supports rural tourism development? Number one is Swadesh Darshan. Swadesh Darshan scheme, which is this flagship scheme for integrated tourism circuit development. Okay, and under Swadesh Darshan, financial assistance is provided to states for tourism infrastructure. It includes theme based circuits like rural circuit, Buddhist circuit, coastal circuit, desert circuit, eco circuit, right? Then second initiative is regarding the Prasad scheme. So Prasad is basically for the pilgrimage sites. Okay, Swadesh is as a whole, it is for the tourism circuit, for financial assistance is provided to the states for the tourism infrastructure. But Prasad scheme is regarding the pilgrimage sites, okay, for the pilgrimage and spiritual tourism sites. Next, if you see that just now we have seen that Swadesh Darshan scheme is there. So now in this phase 2 of Swadesh Darshan scheme, what is one of the typical feature? Number one, challenged based destination development. Okay, so under this challenged based destination development, tourist destinations will be transformed into sustainable and responsible tourist hubs so as to improve the visitor experience infrastructure and management systems. Why challenge based? So that the implementation becomes even more efficient, right? And the second, in the second phase of Swadesh Darshan, another typical feature is your homestays in tribal area initiative. Okay, so financial support will be provided to the tribal areas, okay, in order to develop homestays. So for this sub scheme under Swadesh Darshan, PM Juga has been linked to the Swadesh Darshan scheme. Okay, in order to develop homestays in the tribal areas, PM Juga has been integrated, or you can say it has been converged with Swadesh Darshan. Okay, so there will be development of 1,000 homestays, and financial support is what, rupees 5 lakh for village community requirements, 5 lakh for construction of 2 new rooms per household, and 3 lakhs for renovation of existing rooms. So these will be the financial assistance that will be provided for the homestays. Okay. Next, another homestay facility that will be financial facility, it will be provided under PM Mudra as well. Okay, wherein a separate loan category has been introduced for homestay, and this is basically available for the rural homestay units. Okay, under which scheme, under PM Mudra, there is a separate loan category for the homestays, particularly for the rural ones. Okay, so this is the thing. Next is your Paryatan Mitra and Paryatan Didi. Paryatan Mitra and Paryatan Didi. This is another initiative forward for responsible tourism. Okay, just now we have seen that rural tourism development. So rural tourism development will also require responsible tourism. For that, Paryatan Mitra and Paryatan Didi has been launched. That is 27th of September 2024, wherein women and youth are trained in the tourism services. Okay, as what? As homestay owners, as cultural guides, as natural guides, as adventure guides. Okay, so this will help in creating local employment opportunities as well, right? Next is digital blueprint for the ease of doing business. Okay, so what are the digital initiatives that has been launched by Government of India in order to promote ease of doing businesses? So number one is what you can say, MCA 21 version 3. Okay, number two, if you see, Udyam registration portal. Number three is Parivesh 3.0. Number four is e-Gram Swaraj portal. Okay, this is e-Gram Swaraj portal is important. Why? Because it is the digital platform for Gram Panchayat governance. Another thing is your Indian Customs Electronic Gateway. Okay. Next is this enhanced certificate of origin. Okay. And this enhanced certificate of origin is the digital platform for exporters, wherein they will be able to know the center of origin of this particular product. Okay. So what are the features? The features are Aadhaar based e-sign, multi-user access, and also the FTA dashboard. Another initiative for the ease of doing, digitizing ease of doing business is Trades platform, right? Trades platform, which is the platform for MSME invoice financing. Then we have digital market access platforms like what? Government e-marketplace, right? ONDC. We have seen the scheme for MSMEs, okay, to onboard into the ONDC. So try to recall which scheme we saw. Then digital public infrastructure is there, obviously. We have UPI, we have central KYC, okay. And what else? Then we have API Setu, okay, API Setu. So these are all the digital initiatives for ease of doing business, okay. Then there are also business reform initiatives, and one of the most typical initiative for business reform is your BRAP, Business Reforms Action Plan, which is an annual initiative led by DPIT. Okay, when was it initiated? It was initiated in 2014, which ranks the states and union territories on the basis of their ease of doing business. Okay, so BRAP 2026 is the 8th edition of DPIT, flagship initiative to drive competitive federalism in India. So, initially, this BRAP 2026 was rolled out in 2025. It represents a major shift towards aligning India's internal business standards with the global benchmarks. Okay. So, if you see in BRAP 2026, okay, one of the defining features is what? That is, it has been integrated with World Bank's new business ready assessment. Okay, so BRAP 2026 has been integrated with World Bank's business ready assessment. So that means what? We will have now international benchmarking, right? We will have international benchmarking. So you see, while the World Bank discontinued its doing business report in 2020, India has volunteered to be a part of the third Be Ready report scheduled for 2026. Okay, And in the BRAP 2026, they have adopted the parameters to match the Be Ready framework. Okay. So what are if you talk about the Be Ready framework, it rests on three main pillars. So what are the pillars? Regulatory framework, public services, and operational efficiency. So the BRAP 2026 will be on the basis of this uh, Be Ready framework, which is mainly you can say focuses on three main pillars: regulatory framework, public services, and operational efficiency. Okay. Next, if you see which are the states and how do we actually go for assessment. So what are the category in case of BREP 2026? Top achievers having a score of above 95%. Achievers score is between 90 to 95%. Fast movers 80 to 90%, and aspirers score is below 80%. Okay. Then another thing is regarding the DBREP. So BREP, we have seen that the states and union territories are ranked on the basis of their ease of doing business. Now DBREP means this will be the district level assessment. Okay, this will be the district level assessment, empowering the district industry centers to act as the primary facilitators. What will be the focus? Will be improving the service delivery at collectorates, urban local bodies, and the development authority. Okay, so this is also a new initiative, that is we will be announcing the BRAP forward for the district level or the district industry centers. Okay, now if you see about BRAP 2026, if you see the achievement of the states under BRAP. Okay, so for this is for the year 2024. This is a comparison of the year 2022 and 2024, and the 2026 has not been released yet. We have seen that it is on the framework of Be Ready, right? 2026. But for the year 2022 and 24, you see. Now for the year 2024, Kerala is the first state. Okay, the leader. It is in the category of fast movers. Earlier in 2022, it was in Aspirer. Now it has moved to fast movers. That is the score. Kerala has improved its score, right? Then next, followed by Kerala is UP, Tamil Nadu, all Aspire, and Andhra Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh. Okay. So these are the top five states in BRAP 2024: Kerala, UP, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, and Madhya Pradesh. All the states were aspirers in 2024 report, but in 2022 report they were aspirers, but in 2024 Kerala and Andhra Pradesh. Okay, Kerala and Andhra Pradesh, they have improved their scores and now they have moved to the fast movers. Okay, so that's all for today's session. So it was a long session and quite a data heavy one. But even though we have done it, it will be revision for you also. Many of the things you knew, many of the things you've learned maybe new today. And some of the things you have already learned before. It was a revision for you. So that's all for today. Thank you.